Hello. Today I have a very special guest with me today. I have Honey. She beats up all my other cats. Okay, so this guy named Hynex Bernie messaged me, and I'd actually seen some of his stuff on some of the 3D printed Facebook posts. There's a couple different groups on Facebook, and there's a lot of stuff that happens, a lot of up and coming, new makers. And he approached me and he said, did I want to review it? And I said, of course. So he came out with a new slider called Sweetbit. It hasn't been released yet, but he's in the Czech Republic. So I had to help him out a little bit with some shipping costs. And then he sent it to me to review. And I've asked him a few questions about it. And I guess it hasn't officially launched yet. But they will be, they will be, it comes with a paracord. Debuting on playforbeans.com, which is, here's a guy. Oh, here's dampeners. Okay, yeah, I asked him a couple questions. There's a guy in the Fidget group who actually has a YouTube profile, and he created this website called Play for Beans. So he sells a couple different fidgets, different fidget brands. God, cat, move. Shame. Anyway, so these will be debuting on Play for Beans. So he's gonna sell, I guess he's gonna put 10 of them up at first. And they're going to, he said he starts for around $35. So got a paracord, and he also said there's an upgrade. This has N45 magnets. He says there's going to be an upgrade kit that's going to have N52s, and this is UV reactive, but there's going to be a God, look at this thing. There's going to be an upgrade kit that you can get that I guess changes the height of the corner magnets so that they're N52s, so they'll be higher instead of change in diameter. You can actually kind of see through it a little bit. You can also change it to a 2-click. Now, some people just love the really, man, this is actually really nice. Some people actually really love the really super strong magnets. And I do to a point, but only when it comes to doing different tricks and stuff. God, this is way better than I expected this to be. The plates are just insane. See, the new answer to these different types of plates is, for good sliding plates, is less friction. Wow, this doesn't have any friction at all. I feel like I don't have to, gosh, this is way better than I thought it would be. Wow. It hangs on the edge, and it doesn't like flip off, so I can do like all these tricks. I might have to compare this to the Verk. I love the size too. Wow. And so we've got dampeners here. I guess I'm gonna have to open it up and show you guys what the inside looks like, but he said that there's a copper wire in here, which increases the weight of the slider. Wow. And there's a paracord. It looks like there's a slot right here that you could put the paracord in there. And so you can kind of just hang it on something. But doesn't, since it's only on one side, it doesn't seem like it will impede anything. Wow. It's like effortless to slide. And the sound, it's not too loud and it's not too soft. There's 0 hotspots. Wow. I'm gonna have to turn the camera around so that I can compare it to, I want to compare it to the Verk, to the Tron, and to Haptic EDC. But wow. Like, there's like 0 like resistance when you slide it. It does all the tricks. It's almost springy. It still has the crunchy sounds. I actually think it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to turn it around and compare it to the other fidgets. So what had happened was I got overwhelmed with work and I didn't do a video for a few days, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I talked to the maker, found out a lot about it, and compared it with a couple other fidgets, and I'm ready. I swear I'm ready. Here we go. So the name of this thing is Sweetbit. First thing that stands out to me are the plates. Now, the new thing with any of these 3D printed sliders is plates that don't touch 100% of the time. Less friction, easier sliding. And I will say that this thing slides really, really great. I don't feel like I need to put any kind of slide tape on it. It's great. I talked to the maker. He said that these are N42 magnets, but there is an upgrade where you can get N52s, and it actually is modular. So we're gonna open this baby up, but this is the basic one that you get. There is one that's like a blue and white one. I'll put a photo at the end of this video. So he said that it works completely different with the N52s. The one thing that I have seen is if you do this move, hold on, let me zoom out a little bit here. So if you do this move, shit, dude, I'm like butterfingers today. Oh, there it is. Okay, so one of the moves that I like to do a lot, like I'll show you a wrap. Well, I'll show you, yeah. I'll show you a wrapped, and there's a reason why I'm gonna show you a wrap anyway. So that move, that's the one I was talking about. It tends to flip over. He said that he purposely did that. Oops. So it's hard to go from the strong magnets of the wrap to this. So he said it doesn't do that when you have the N52s in there, and he gave me a bunch of links to the different websites you can get the N52s, and he said that it increases the magnet like height instead of width. Now it does come with these standard. So we've got some dampeners, and then we've got a lanyard. So let me zoom in here. So the lanyard fits right in there. I haven't actually used the lanyard, but I guess you would have to untie it and then tie it in there. I'm not sure if that would impede the usage, but I kind of feel like it would with a lanyard on there. Should I try it? It's pretty cool that it comes with a bead and everything. All right. It's just a simple knot. I can do it. While I'm doing this and fumbling around with it, these things retail for, oh, should I pull this out? $35. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm really not sure how much extra the N52s are. I think he told me, but he gave me various websites to do that. Looks like he burned the tips here. Not really fitting in there. Okay, well, all right. I don't think it needs the lanyard. I think a lanyard for this kind of fidget is a little bit of a waste, but I wanted to show you guys the inside of this. Now, the reason why, but before I do that, oh my God, my cat, she's stealing this thing. He said that one of the things that gave him inspiration was this wrapped. And so I'm going to show you guys a comparison between the wrapped and this, but also I wanted to show you a comparison with some of the other fidgets that I have, 3D printed, kind of in the same category. But before I do that, I wanted to show you the inside of this thing. Now, I normally don't enjoy opening these things up, but I think that one of the big selling points with this thing is that it is modular. And then there's also another little surprise in there as well. There is a copper coil. These screws are pretty long. Looks like if you look at these screws, it looks like he anodized them. This cat here. Maybe can we get a handy dandy this thing is in pretty deep. Oh. Okay. I pried it off. Wow. This is the first time I am opening it. I will say that this filament that he uses is pretty cool looking. It's got like a glitter. Oh, there we go. So this is a copper filament in there. I mean, not a, right? That's a copper weight? Or is it just a placeholder? What is it? Oh yeah, this is, right? Does it weigh anything? No. What is this thing? He said there was copper in there. It's a placeholder if you want to put copper in there, I guess, to make it heavier. Okay, so as you can see, oh yeah, so here's the longer so I guess there's room for longer magnets to make it more strong, again. I'm sorry. So I know that, oh, yeah, obviously you can make it a 2-click or a 3-click. So I really do need to, I think, get some stronger magnets for this to show you guys the full potential. But he sent me a bunch of videos. Oh my God. He sent me a bunch of videos showing what it could do. This is not so easy. The reason why it's not so easy is because these little cutouts are kind of shallow. And so there's not really anything holding the magnets but it does make for a pretty clicky experience. Ugh. Go back in there. I feel like Happy Gilmore. It's your home. Go to your home. Oh shit, I put 2 freaking magnets in there. I need 1. Okay. I will say I am pretty impressed by this. Why is this longer? Oh, this is a hybrid setup. Oh, shit. Okay, I screwed it up. There's different size magnets. Okay. Okay, so the longer ones go in the corners, and the shorter ones go in the middle. Got it. That makes more sense. And it is a hybrid setup. Okay. All right, got it. I had a feeling it was a hybrid setup because these days, anything but a hybrid setup doesn't really work. So a hybrid setup is stronger magnets in the outside and weaker magnets on the inside. So stronger, stronger, weaker, weaker. And you can see, that's why I was having a little bit of trouble here. But I guess you can put a copper piece right here to make it a little bit heavier. So this clicks right into place, but I guess there's room to put taller magnets here as well. So I guess the corners are N52s, right? Okay, so here's the big ass screws. I gotta give him an A for effort here because these, this design is unlike any I've seen. The modular and the way that he's got the magnets being tall rather than wide. The inserts, I wonder if he's setting it up that you can do like a different inlay, which would be cool as shit. Okay. So I am not going to open the other side, obviously. Okay. But you see, it looks like he anodized these screws to kind of match the purple. So I will say that this thing performs really, 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 really well. And to showcase that, I am bringing out a couple of fidgets to compare. Yes. Yes. Okay. So all of these are 3D printed. So we've got the Sweetbit, like I said, 35 bucks. This is the Alfonso slider. This is the Neutron. This is the Haptic EDC Surge. This is the Fidget Boy Band-Aid one. Boo Boo Boy or something. This is a Verk and then a smaller Verk because I wanted to actually, well, you know what? I'm not going to do this one. I'm just going to do the smaller Verk. It's a little bit more on par, right? Well, no, we'll just do the regular size Verk. Okay. So to me, these are, oh, and yes, I didn't talk about these. I don't really like silencing these fidgets. I think that the crunchiness on this is the best. Okay. The best. I hope this video is not shit. Okay, so the Alfonso slider is completely smooth plate-wise, but it has some tape. Clicky. All of these are clicky versions. This, I didn't realize, but this actually also has tape. This is tape right here. None of these have tape. This has a textured slide plate. Textured slide plate. This one actually is copper. textured slide plate, and this actually has plates that are conflicting, meaning separate, like separate designs. And then this is textured. Okay, so what I will say is, after playing with all of these, the Surge is really nice. I used to think this was like the mother of all fidgets, and it's really great, but I feel like this is all personal preference. I feel like the magnets are a little bit too strong. It feels good, but it just, you kind of have to really hammer it. I mean, it's one of the best sliders out there, but I wish I had a little bit more grip, but it's still really good. The Booble Boy, awesome amount of grip. I feel like the slide plates can use a little bit of work. I'm really excited to see his new design because it's got like these silver plates or stainless steel. But great design. Then I'll say that the Tron, completely modular, exactly like the Sweetbit. This is also modular, but it doesn't do the modular as well. Awesome magnet configuration. Just a great slider, but a little bit chunky, but that's not a bad thing. This is one of the best sliders out there. I will say I wish it had a little bit more grip, but almost perfect. And then with these two, I will say that they're very comparable. I mean, the Verk has some insane grip to it. Now this, since it has the weaker magnets, doesn't actually need really insane grip. Plus it's a little bit more quiet, if you hear. It still is clicky, but it's a little bit more quiet than the other ones. You can do all of the, and you can do all the tricks, and it's small and it's cool looking. Sometimes a little bit hard to do all of the tricks. I'm trying to do that. I think that if the magnet configuration was a little bit spaced apart a little bit more, but it slides like insanely good. It slides better than a lot of these. There's like no friction. There's zero hot spots. Zero. I will say I wish it didn't do that one part, but the creator said that if you get all N52s, then you don't have that problem. So I might have to do that. He gave me a link, so I'll put that in the description. But he actually hasn't started selling these yet, but he is going to be launching them soon. I think he's going to start with like 10 of them. But I gotta tell you, this is one of the best 3D sliders. It is up there with the big names like the Verk and Haptic EDC and Tron. I mean, I expected this thing to be shitty. I'm sorry, but it is good. It's cool looking. I will say that the lanyard is kind of pointless. And I wish it came with both types of magnets. And also, what's the point of putting the little spot in there if you're not gonna provide the weight? I wish that it came with all the stuff that the Tron does. So my suggestion would be include the other magnets and also the little middle piece to weigh it down more if I want to. And then also provide options to upgrade, like if I want, a different middle piece. If I want orange or blue or whatever. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, it is UV reactive, but because it looked like it's like a neon color. but he said it's not glow in the dark, but he will be doing glow in the dark. But right now it's UV reactive. But I will say that this concept is awesome. I mean, it really is. It's a great little slider. Very inconspicuous. Feels great in the hand. It's not too loud. You can do almost all the tricks. The one that I'm trying to do is a little bit hard to do on this one. That one, a little bit. But I think if I had the N50E2s, but you can get a nice little flow on this baby. It's really good for EDC. But yeah, I'm gonna include some of the photos and videos he sent me right now, and then in the description I'll put all the links that he gave me. But this is Sweetbit. Sweetbit, $35. Oops, is what he said. All right, guys, thank you for watching.